Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you all for being here with me this evening. I hope you all can hear me okay. Can I get someone to go ahead and put a one down in the chat for me if you can hear me? So we can go ahead and get on with everything. If somebody can put a one down in the chat for me, let me see. Thank you, Cheryl. I can always count on Miss Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, guys, for putting the one down in the chat. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, everybody. Linda Gamble. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This, I know I haven't done a live in a couple of days, but we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here with me. Make sure, let me just have everybody to do this because we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way before we get started. Everything is alleged. This is my opinion only. In this video that I'm making is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And then also, everything on my channel is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Now, since we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and do this. Now, make sure as you all come in, I need you all to go ahead and hit the like button, the thumbs up. I need to have that thing. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you can. We need to get that on out of the way. All right. Thank you, guys. Also, now if you want to keep following me, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Subscribing to the channel doesn't cost a thing. I had that with so many family members. They think subscribing to the channel is they're gonna pay. They're gonna have to pay. No, subscribing to the channel is absolutely free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to my channel or anybody else. And since we're talking about the other channels, make sure you all go over to my second channel. I started last week. It's Pink, P-I-N-K, Pink Global. Okay, make sure you go over to that channel and hit the subscribe button. And when you go over there, make sure you hit it and come back and let me know. Don't go over there and stay. Just hit it and come back. Hit subscribe. When you hit the subscribe button, a drop down will happen. Make sure you hit all at the very top of that drop down. So every time I post a video or any go live, you'll be notified right away. You'll get your notification. Okay. So do that for me. And when you go over there and hit for Pink Global, I'll put it in the chat for you all. Make sure you let me know. All right. And now, if you want to join the channel, go ahead and join my channel. I would appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Any cash apps? Any cash apps? Make sure you go ahead and do that. A girl needs her cash apps because, like I said, I spent a lot of money for these sites, and these sites are not cheap. I have two of them, and I already told you all about it. In order for me to be bringing you docs, you're gonna have to help me out with that. Okay, so any cash apps, my cash app, you all already know what that is. That's dope. Shoot, I forgot what I said. Y'all look into the thing and tell me what it is. But anyway, and then any super stickers, go ahead and make sure you do that as well. Okay. Now and then I do want to let me just say thank you ahead of time. Thank you guys for being patient. Thank you all for hitting the like button. Thank you all for subscribing to this channel, Pinkie the Housewife, and to my second channel, Pink Global. And anybody that joined, thank you for becoming a member. Okay, let me cough right quick. Okay. And if you do donate, whether it's cash app or a super sticker, I do appreciate that. Now, I do want to bring up one more thing. I'm just getting everything. I work very hard to give y'all great content and show docs when needed. Blessing is the least you can do to support the channel. Okay, I just want to get that on out of the way. Okay, Now what we're going to do, let me take that down. All right. Make sure you all go, True T. You all know who True T is. True T is a content creator. Yes, she is. And she had set up this GoFundMe for all content creators. They find themselves in a situation like Black Titanic and Here for the Hot Tea. When that Mr. Rice Man, that's what I want to call him, Maurice the Rice Man, want to pick on you or bully you by suing you for some unknown reason. It's my opinion, but I have a right for that. So make sure you all donate to the GoFundMe. Okay, go over to True T. She set this up. It's a GoFundMe. Okay, it's going to help right now. It's been helping Black Titanic and Here for the Hot Tea. Both of those are content creators. So make sure you all go over to the GoFundMe. Okay, if you don't feel like doing a super sticker, because girl needs a cash app. Yes, I do. Okay, I just got a thank you. I just got a $10 cash app. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Okay, let me just put this here. Just give me a second, guys, and then we're gonna go ahead. Oh gosh. Okay. Y'all just give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Let me just play my money song for my first, which is the first cash app of the night. And y'all know I love my money song. If I don't play that money song, son. Okay. I think someone else is trying to send a cash app, but for some reason it didn't go through. You may want to try it again. Somebody else just tried to send one. If you can, just try it again. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And this is who we're going. This is what the topic is tonight. Black Titanic responds to Maurice Scott's motion to dismiss. And I think you all heard me mention that before in a live I did before. Okay, he is trying to dismiss this thing. I don't see why, because you're the one started it. You started something, but I understand. My throat is scratchy. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me welcome everybody right quick. Linda Gamble, thank you, Linda, for being in the house. Thank you for all that you do. Linda Gamble, thank you. And Linda Gamble says, I want everybody to know, welcome to the Pink House. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Pink House. And make sure you hit that like button coming in. Thank you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Hit it. Do not mention any content creators in the chat, please. Thank you, Linda. Yes, guys, do not mention any content creators in the chat. If anybody mention them, let it just be me. And if I mention anybody, I'm going to talk about either Black Titanic or True T. Okay? And both of those are content creators. And make sure you go over to their channels and show them some love. Is that Cheryl? Thank you, Cheryl, for coming in. Cheryl, whenever you hear somebody say, put your name in there twice, like Cheryl. Regardless, it's probably going to be me. I tried that once, and you didn't realize who I was. Okay. Thank you, Michelle Boyd. Thank you for being here. I'm here for it. Thank you. I'm glad you're here in the Pink House for it too. Okay. Hey, Pinkie in chat. Thank you. Rhonda F. Thank you, Rhonda, for being here. Thank you for being in the chat as well. Miss Williams. Thank you, Miss Williams, for being here. Hello. Hello to the from the Pink House. Y'all take a seat in here. Let's talk life. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while. Let's talk life. Thank you for being here. Then Miss Gummers said, I was on G Squad Live earlier. Love, she must have done another one. I missed it. I'll cut the next one. Okay, that's Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl, did you just hear what Linda said? Cheryl, you need to go sit in the corner. Linda just told you. You can't expect Cheryl. Cheryl is my trouble one. I tell you, if I don't put her in the corner from time to time, I don't know what. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for being here in the Pink House as well. Thank you. I'm happy to see you. Okay, 27 likes, 40 in the chat. I think it went up. Miss Linda. So I'm behind. Patricia, thank you, Peaches, for being here. Thank you. Hey, Miss Hall, Somalia Hall, thank you. I love you too, girl. Yes, I do. Yes. I'm so glad to see you, though. I am. I'm so glad to see you here. Oh, my God. I said what I said. Thank you. I said what I said. Thank you for being here. I miss you, girl. God's grace. Thank you. I love the pink flowers. God's grace. Thank you. Hi, True T. Thank you, True T, for being here. Make sure you also show some love for Miss True T. She's a content creator. Yes, she is. Make sure you all go over there and show True T some love. And make sure you all go to her go to the GoFundMe. That GoFundMe was set up to help content creators that find themselves into situations like the rice man have created. He don't know what he want to do. I tell you, I don't think he know what he want to do. But regardless of what he want to do, he better figure out a way to fix it. Hi, Rochelle. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting the one in the chat, letting me know that you could hear me. Let me see. Queen Common Sense. Thank you, Queen, for being here. Thank you, Queen. I'm so happy to see you, and thank you for my Cash App. Thank you so much. You just kicked it off into high gear for me. And Miss Bonita Vaughn, thank you for being here as well. Diane 706. What is this? Beloved, Bree Love. Thank you, Bree Love, for being here. Miss Harris, Deborah Havers, thank you too. V, like in Victor, LS, thank you for being in the Pink House. And Nate, thank you also. I love all the hearts. Thank you for being here too. Let me just see. We're going to go ahead and get on with everything. Sheila Massey, thank you, Sheila, for being here. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm so glad to see you. Okay. And I got Cheryl. Because Cheryl, I'm going to put her in the corner somewhere. And I said what I said. Queen Common Sense. Let me see, have I missed anybody? I think I got Rhonda. Joyce. Thank you, Joyce, for being here. I'm so happy you stayed on those frauds and scammers next. Dr. Scott. Oh, declass this show. Oh, what you said, Blackwood Country folks? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Sonia, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all go over to Pink Global and subscribe to my channel. Let me see. Reno, thank you for being here. Let me just try to, Michelle, okay, get Michelle. Mama V, I haven't seen you, Mama V, in a while. Cricket, where have you been? Cricket, I'm so glad to see you, though. I'm going to have to get on to you about that. I haven't seen you for a while. Janetta, thank you, Janetta, for being here. Let's go ahead and get on with everything. Let me just make sure I haven't missed Deborah Jackson. Good evening, Pinkie the Housewife. Thank you for my pink wave. Let me see. Trying to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Alice. Thank you, Alice, for being here. Queen Pinkie. I'm praying for you tomorrow when you have service. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for not forgetting. It's tomorrow. Miss Tina. Thank you, Miss Tina. And also, I want you all to pray for Miss Black Titanic, you know, because she had a mild stroke. I think it's called a TIA. You know, when you have a mild stroke, and you don't even know you're having one. Sometimes people have a stroke and don't even know they're having one when it's a mild one. But yes, make sure you all send prayers to her as well. Thank you, Tina, for being here. Just make sure I haven't. I'm going to ask Rebecca. Thank you for being here. First, thank you so much, Miss Pinkie. The house is full. You would never get to the documents. Just get okay. Yes, I do have a full house. Corvette Girl 411. Vanessa. Joyce Miller. Thank you, Joyce Miller. Miss Cheryl. This is my other Cheryl. This is my other Cheryl. Okay? I got two Cheryls in the house. If I miss your name, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get to it. What is Christina? I think I did Alice. What is this? Jig 1988. I'm new from True Tea Channel. I've been looking at your videos and I love your channel. Thank you so much. True Tea is good people. True Tea is really good people. I love True Tea. Yes. What is this? Ensign Martin 01. I hope I pronounced that. I know I got the Martin 01 part. Ensign Martin 01. And Deborah, thank you. Deborah, thank you for my super sticker, my $10 super sticker. Let me just do something right quick. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let me, and I'm going to play my money song right quick. Okay, let me play that money song. I'm not going to forget it. I know we got to read over those docs, and we're going to get there, guys. I haven't forgotten about. Thank you, Sweet Tea, for being here. Okay, we got to the end, guys. So let me go ahead. So far, I see, I'm not sure whether this is updated, but I'm showing 126 people watching, and 147 likes. Thank you guys. Let me go ahead and get this started. I'm just making a note. I always make notes so I won't forget something. The only reason I do this because sometimes I got to say something and I don't want to forget it later. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be talking about the Mr. Riceman himself. Mr. Riceman. Black Titanic is responding, her response to Mr. Riceman himself about that dismissal, that trying to dismiss his motion. Okay, so let me just go ahead and cast everything to you so you all can see it. Okay. Okay. I got it cast so you all can see it. Mary Willis, thank you for coming in. I haven't gotten to the docs yet, but thank you for coming in before I get started, okay? Thank you, Mary. I'm so glad to see you here. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get started with the docs. Now, you all, I just want to say this part on Mr. Riceman himself. You know, he was just again on the local news on the 7th. Today is the 13th, which is Thursday. He was on the news again because, you know, his arrest, that happened that was back in May 25th of 2024, right? But he was just back on the news again June the 7th. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because I watched him. But he was back on the news again. Nothing good. It was nothing good. So don't let me fool you like it was something good. Okay? Now, this is our Black Titanic. Some people may not know her, but I think everybody knows Miss Black Titanic. This is Miss Black Titanic. All right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is who Mr. Riceman himself, Maurice, called himself, wanted an apology. First of all, he wanted to take a video down, which that was done without even him asking. Then he wanted an apology, but he didn't say to who. And he didn't say to who he wanted to take the video down. He never gave no names. He was just talking fictitiously about people. It could be about anybody, somebody on another show, because he never named no name. In my book and everybody else's book, we were still waiting on some names. He never named no names. And then he wanted you to apologize. But who's supposed to apologize? Do every thousands and thousands of content creators and bloggers supposed to apologize? I don't know. Because he never said anything. So your guess is as good as mine. Okay. Now let me just go ahead and put this up here. First of all, before we get started. This is some information about, remember, he was driving. Well, tell you what, I should put this one up a little later. But since I got it up, we'll go ahead and put it up. But I'll just put it up and tell you a little bit about it. But it's going to come up in the documents that I'm going to read to you. The documents that I'm going to show you, all the docs, yes. But anyway, during that day, remember that day he called himself want to be driving while intoxicated, allegedly, but it's not allegedly because it's all over the news and it's all over our records and everything. We got records on this. We got paperwork on you, man. Yes, we do. The Black Bumblebee, thank you for being here. Now, if anybody else come in, Mary French, thank you also for being in the Pink House. I'll try to catch any new people when I do take a quick water break or break, okay? I'll shout you out then. But thank you all for being here. So remember when he was in that accident? No, pulled over. He wasn't pulled over. It was called a pullover while driving under the influence. That's what it was called. Okay? And in that pullover, they didn't mention nothing about somebody having an accident. They did not. They did not mention that. Okay? But I'm going to mention it. Okay? And I'm going to show you some pictures. It says at the top, it got his name and his address. You see, I didn't mean to take his name out, but I made the little square, the white out bigger than I needed to. But it got his name, his address. I meant to block his address out, which I did. And then it got his, he's a male, and his race, and his date of birth. And I blocked out the social, because we don't need that. His driver's license, Class D license. Okay, it got his height, 5'11", his weight, and his eyes and hair and all this sort of stuff. So when you look at him, you say, "Oh, that's him." But anyway, vehicle description and everything, which is a 2012 Audi. Okay, gray. All right, so we'll talk about this. I want y'all to look at this here down here. You see down here at the bottom where I say statue 325A191A2. Then description, DUI, alcohol. Then at the very bottom, it says single vehicle crash. Okay, let me read it from mine. Okay. It says single vehicle crash. Okay. But it have over on the right side refused to do a BAC. Breathalyzer. That's what that's standing for. Somebody refused to do a breathalyzer. And I wonder why. Do that make any sense to y'all? Why would somebody refuse to? So you can see it a little better here. Refuse. Right down here at the bottom. Y'all see that? We're going to talk more about this. And a 2012 Audi. Okay? We're going to talk more about this. I just wanted to bring it up to your attention. Now, this is in Alabama. Okay? It says the influence of alcohol when his release on May 26 of 2024, conditioned upon the posting of a $5,000 bond. Mr. Scott number, that's his number, State of Alabama, Jefferson Scott, hereby the Honorable Judge Donald, let me see if I have his full name. No, I don't have his full name. Okay. In the Madison County, Alabama courthouse, Mr. Scott has not been found guilty of driving under the influence, but has only been arrested and charged, Mr. Scott. Okay? So we're going to talk about that one in just a little bit. Okay? Let me just say this here. Under the Alabama Code Title 32, a motor vehicle in traffic 32-5A-191A2, it says a person should not drive or be in actual physical control of a commercial motor vehicle as defined in 49 CFR Part 38.3.5 of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations as adopted pursuant to Section 32, whatever the section is, if there is 0.04% or greater by weight of alcohol in his or her blood. Okay? And his blood is, what is that? 0.04% or greater? Okay. Under the Alabama DUI, okay, it says, attention Alabama motorists, did you know that you are legally required to perform a breathalyzer or other chemical test if a law enforcement officer suspect you of driving under the influence of DUI? See, I didn't even know that, because I guess I don't live in Alabama. No, I don't. Indeed, under the state's implied consent law, refusing to perform any type of chemical test chemical test will lead to your arrest. In some cases, carry a harsher penalty than felony. So somebody did not, I'm not saying it's allegedly, didn't want to take one. Okay? Y'all can just read between the lines on that. Now, penalties. These are the penalties for refusing a chemical test. So what happens if you refuse to take a chemical test? First and foremost, you can expect to be arrested. That means they're going to lock you up, throw those handcuffs on you, and throw you behind in the back of the pedal wagon and charged with DUI. The officer would also notify the Department of Motor Vehicles, the DMV, of your arrest, which would automatically trigger an administrative license suspension ranging anywhere from 90 days to several years, depending on your prior record. So you better hope you don't have no record already, because you may not be driving your car legally. Because some people do. I got that story for you. Some people still try to drive their car without a license. Although you can appeal your sentence, you must request a hearing with the DMV in order to do so. And you have just 10 days after your arrest to submit the request. Now, I don't know. I guess somebody needs to do what they need to do. Let me just give a shout out before I go ahead and get started with my with the docs now. All right. Black Bumblebee, thank you for being here. Michelle Ward, I think you're already in Sweet Tea. I got you. Sheila Williams, thank you for being here, Sheila. I think I got Janetta, I did. Phyllis Crawford, thank you, Phyllis. And Ed for being in the Pink House. Thank you all for being here. Okay, so here is the first doc, the first page of it's 24 pages, and this is the very first page of the documents. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. This is in the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama. Maurice J. Scott Sr., plaintiff, versus Black Titanic, okay, aka BT, or defendant, or defendants. And then BT counter claim plaintiff, defendant, okay. It says Maurice J. Scott Sr., he's the plaintiff and counter defendant, and all other names used or known, okay, as an individual, as a representative, as a cast member, representative, as an agent of O. Love and Marriage Huntsville, Hi, Mary White. I see you. Thank you, Mary White, for coming into the Pink House. I'm happy to see you. Oprah Winfrey Network, LLC, aka O, a foreign entity, and all other names used or known by a third party defendant and its agent who caused the airing of Love and Marriage Huntsville while causing Maurice J. Scott Sr. in, I'll get to the next page, fictitious counter defendants, ABC, and D, any and all fictitious party or entities who are otherwise allowing and promoting the conduct of Maurice Scott, individual. The names and identities of fictitious parties will be named after further discovery. So we've been waiting on the other discoveries, the other names, and so far, I don't know. I'm thinking he wishing this, that he, just my opinion, I'm thinking he wishing he'd never filed this thing. Because this got legs and these legs are walking. This thing got legs of its own. Plaintiff, counter claim, defendant, and third party defendant. BT responds to Maurice Scott Sr. motion to dismiss. Come now, the unsigned attorney for Black Titanic, a defendant and counter plaintiff in the above style case, in response to a motion to dismiss filed by Maurice Scott, plaintiff and counter defendant, and respectfully submits. One, plaintiff counter defendant Maurice Scott, referred to as respectfully as Mr. Scott or the celebrity, hereafter on or about May 17, 2024, has filed a document titled Motion to Dismiss. Now, I want you all to remember that title. This is the title of said thing that he is doing, motion to dismiss. But the body of said document is unintelligible. Now, I want you all to hear me when I said that. It says, on May 17, 2024, has filed a document titled Motion to Dismiss, but the body of said document is unintelligible. At least the document is a first responsive pleading answer to the counterclaim of BT, or some mixed attempt to amend or retract his own complaint. Okay. I think, in my words, he wants to dismiss, retract. He's attempting to dismiss or retract his complaint. Okay. The document, which lacking the substance of a rule, I'm going to say this rule once because it's going to keep coming up. Rule 12B6 motion will therefore, in the same argument, be referred to herein as the motion or the responsive pleading. Put another way, a Rule 12B6 dismissal is proper only when it appears beyond doubt that the plaintiff can prove no set of facts in support of the claim that would entitle the plaintiff to relief. Motion makes no attempt whatsoever to assist his court in achieving such a standard of review of the counterclaim filed by BT. Number 4, the substance of the, let me get to number 4. Okay. The substance of the plaintiff allegations controlled, not the effort given by the plaintiff to style the claims throughout litigation. Number 5, instead of pleading grounds in or requesting relief under Rule 12b-6, Mr. Scott instead has provided in substance in his motion an assortment of new theories and the denouncements against his own complaint. That don't make no sense for you, Mr. Rice Man, Maurice, but I guess that's what you want to do. His own admission by a party opponent in a hollow choice of words, following all 19 pages spanning over 19 pages, which fail to specifically motion, name, or even cite even one of the 21 counts within BT's counterclaim, countercomplaint. Mr. Scott does not name, state, or describe any count within said counter complaint filed by BT that is allegedly under challenge by Mr. Scott, but instead, Mr. Scott offers a mere awareness that there are 21 unchallenged counts in the counter complaint of BT. No official amend version by Mr. Scott. This is wholly significant to invoke this court's review. This is wholly sufficient to revoke this court's review. Number 7, again, there is no substance forming the basis of a motion for Rule 12b-6 relief. Mr. Scott has instead, at best, filed an answer. Number 8, whether or not Mr. Scott is responding to the original or amended counter complaint of BT is also a mystery. Mr. Scott has instead filed what appears in substance to be an answer, respondent pleading direct toward BT. Number 10, Mr. Scott's motion has no prayer for any relief at the end of the document. Number 11, in short, the rule of civic procedure plays substance over form. 12, this document is committed to be a proposition that it will treat a motion or other pleading in its assigned grounds accordingly to its substance. Okay, now number 12. Number 12. I need to talk about number 12. But I'm going to go on and we're going to talk about number 12. That's why, if you notice, I got the little red, I'm going to call it a pyramid. That's my pyramid, my red pyramid. (17) This court cannot rule on an argument that has not been made or put before the court, and the court must recognize a waiver as required by the rule. Number 18. Furthermore, Mr. Scott has not designated or specified whether or not his response, the motion, remember the motion, we talked about the motion earlier, is directed toward the original or the amended counter complaint filed by BT, leaving absolutely no possibility that a specific challenge is being made against either counter complaint under Rule 12B, but further to state a claim. 19. Mr. Scott cannot and did not state which counter complaint, original or amended, or any claim therein, or if any, is subject to Rule 12B relief, and Mr. Scott has therefore waived any challenge. Number 20, Rule 12B relief is waived. The body of Mr. Scott's motion is not that of a Rule 12B6 motion. Now, this is the part that I find so interesting, where it starts at number 20. Okay, it starts at number 20, guys. I'm going to start that 20 over. Rule 12B, relief. Let me just get over to that page. Number 20. Here we go. Sorry about not keeping up as I'm supposed to with the slides. Okay, number 12B. I want you all to look at it at the bottom. Okay, it says 12B, relief as waived. The body of Mr. Scott's motion is not that of a Rule 12B6 motion. If a party fails to raise a 12B objection in its first responsive pleading, misleading as the motion to dismiss without any disrespect intended to Mr. Scott, the fictitious party lawsuit argument in his motion is a real head scratcher. Ooh, it's a real head scratcher. Oh, let me just move over so y'all can see that one. Oh, Lord of mine. Let me see. Did I go over too far? Let me see what page I am on. That's 7. Okay, that's 10. Okay. 10. If you look at the top, at the very top in bold black writing, oh, there's a real head scratcher. Mr. Scott. But we're not he's some lawyer, huh? Yeah. Mr. Scott is some type of lawyer. Let me just say hello to some of the people I did miss coming in earlier. TNT. Oh, here it is. Jiman, thank you for being here this evening. Let me see who else here that I did miss. Corvette Girl for Life, thank you for being here. True T is a real one. She is a real one. Thank you guys for that. She is. And make sure you all go over to that GoFundMe. That GoFundMe, make sure you all go over to that. Thinking of True T. True T is the one that started that GoFundMe for things just like we're going over now. When you got a so-called a person that wants to be a celebrity, he's just a reality person, not even a good one at that. That try to sue you. She started the GoFundMe just for that reason, to help out content creators that have to stretch up. If you go back to the top, is a real head scratcher. Yeah. She started it just for that reason, okay? And she have been giving money to Black Titanic and here for the True T. Uh, here for what is it? Oh Lord. Here, I can't even. I can't even say that content creator's name right now. I've been saying it all night, but I can't say it now. It just flew out of my mind. Somebody have to. It'll come back to me. But make sure you all go to the GoFundMe set up by True Tea and donate. Okay, and then also you can also donate by doing a Cash App. You can do Cash App. All right, or you can send Pinkie the Housewife a Cash App for all the hard work that she does too. But let me go ahead and that scratcher, that was the theme for me. Okay. Now, 28, let me make sure I got 28 on here. Teflon Diva, thank you. I hope I pronounced it. Here for the hot tea. Yes, here for the hot tea. Thank you. Thank you. Now she got that GoFundMe set up, y'all. Make sure you go over to True Tea's GoFundMe and donate. Okay. And don't forget, I worked pretty hard on these docs. So y'all make sure y'all don't forget that, okay? Let me see, number 28. In Mr. Scott's defense, responsive pleading, Mr. Scott is fixated and distracted by the term fictitious party. I think he is. How much you all want to bet he is fixated on this? Mr. Scott must have forgotten that he has filed a lawsuit against 3 African American women. Okay, let me say that. Mr. Scott is fixated and distracted by the term fictitious party. Mr. Scott must have forgotten that he had filed a lawsuit against 3 African American women who Mr. Scott has named in Mr. Scott's original amended complaint as defendants. Each complaint, original and amended, goes into intricate details concerning the identities of 3 African American women named as defendant, one being BT herself. 29. Perhaps Mr. Scott is a fictitious party, but the 3rd defendant named and attacked in Mr. Scott's original and amended complaint are clearly not. If Mr. Scott is admitting that his own complaint, original and amended, and the contents and defendants named and referred to therein are all based upon fiction. Wait now. We're going to talk about this one. Fiction. Make up in fiction. If they are fiction people to him, why would you file a lawsuit on some fictitious fiction people? Fiction, 3 African American women. Are they fiction or are they not? Are they? Y'all have to. Where's my legal eagle in here? Where's all my legal eagles? Oh Lord, oh my. Okay. 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 Jeff BT in here for the hot tea. Thank you, Tane. Thank you for keep up the amazing work, True Tea. You are a real legend on these YouTube streets. Congratulations, a real Black soul sister. I love it. Jones, thank you. Thank you. I love that. I just had to read that one. Hello. Hi, Patricia. Thank you for being here. Thank you. My degree is real. And Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Money love. Don't dismiss anything now. Okay. 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 It says, and we shall all believe him and demand that Mr. Scott dismiss his own frivolous complaint without delay. Number 30. The three parties named as defendant in Mr. Scott's lawsuit, both original and amended complaints, are real persons. But weren't we just talking about them being fictional people? Didn't we just say that? Didn't I just read something about them being fictional? Three African American women, fictional and stuff like that. GLW, thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you, Taffy, for coming in to the Pink House as well. Thank you guys for being here. A real person's defendant's name and addresses under Mr. Scott's direct attack by Mr. Scott's own words and actions set forth therein. This is not a Rule 12b6 issue, but perhaps some sort of retraction or afterthought in the mind of Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott? Oh no. 31. Mr. Scott has not attacked. Oh, Mr. Scott has not attached to any complaint, any interrogations or discovery interrogations or discovery requests demanding clarification of any names, alias, or identities of either of the three defendants named by Mr. Scott in his own complaint. Mr. Scott, 19 page. His motion is called his motion on a fictional party is a real head scratcher. It's a real head scratcher. Oh my God. Mr. Scott's complaint, both original and amend, is accompanied therein by an indicate or public thrashing crafted and amid sufficiently, oh Lord, specifically at his target, the three named African American defendants. I wish he would stop drop. I wish he would drop that. He act like he's a clear skinned person. He really does. I wish he would drop that. Viewers of the Oprah Winfrey Network, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Mr. Scott complaint, original and amended, including BT. I wish he would drop that. That the way he calls. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for being here, Debbie. DG, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. I just happened to look up and see you in the chat. Number 33, Mr. Scott's motion. At paragraph 1 of page 1 is oddly centered around his own complaints, which he is now asserting or suggesting to be fictitious or frivolous rather than factual. Mr. Scott should be comfortable to know that he is free to dismiss his own complaint at any time and release the three defendants named and attacked therein by allegations. Number 34. Even more off-key At page 1, paragraph 2 of his motion is Mr. Scott suggesting that BT was not served, page 1 and top of page 2. Again, if Mr. Scott is not pursuing BT as a defendant, then he should dismiss his own complaint against her. Number 35. Even more off-key are Mr. Scott's assertion at the top of page 2 that he must discover the true identity of the fictitious party. He need to discover the true identity of the 3 African American women. I thought he knew that. I thought he knew who they were. Okay. Despite best efforts to find, understand, or isolate even one legal argument, Mr. Scott is mending quite incoherently without any purpose. Oh my God. Or continuity. Again, there is no connection between Mr. Scott's rule citation in any Rule 12.6b standard of review without any disrespect intended. I know when I hear that word, I know something is coming up when you hear it, without any disrespect intended to Mr. Scott, seemingly deflecting away. He's reflecting away from BT and the 3 defendants Mr. Scott has named. He's trying to reflect away from the 3 African American women that he keeps talking about. He keeps calling them the 3 African American women. Now he's trying to deflect away from BT and the 3 defendants Mr. Scott has named, identified, and attacked in his own complaint, original and amended, and is instead having an inner battle. Oh my God. Okay, let me say, he's having an inner battle. I guess a battle within himself. I guess that's what that means. Who, Lord, is okay. He is having his own inner battle or fictitious parties. 37. With no disrespect, here it comes again, guys. With no disrespect intended to Mr. Scott, his motion is incoherent. He has waived all Rule 12b challenges. Mr. Scott has provided extreme omissions against his own interests. Now, what lawyer would do something like that? I don't know. 38. Mr. Scott at page 2 has abandoned any review of Black Titanic'S complaint or counterclaims in attempts instead to edit or second guess his own complaint. Mr. Scott referred to fictitious parties repeatedly with no connection to any legal argument or Rule 12b-6 element. What you say, Mary? He's incoherent. Oh my God. These YouTuber streets is hot. I hope so too. He just took it too far. I think he took it too far without realizing that there's action behind the things that he's going to do, or the actions behind it. And then when he realized what the outcome is going to be, time for me to try to take that back. He's trying to rewind and take it back. And sometimes you can take things back, but sometimes there's nothing, things you can't take back. Okay. Okay. He started whooping and got himself in a war, and it's looking like a deer in headlights. Next to. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now here it goes again, guys. Whenever you hear what say with no disrespect, that means something is coming. Okay? But number 30, okay, I'm not on 38. Let me get down to 38. Okay, here it is. Number 38. Mr. Scott at page 2 has abandoned any review of BT's complaint, counterclaims, and attempts instead to edit or second guess his own complaint. Mr. Scott referred to petitioners' parties respective repeatedly with no connection to any legal argument or Rule 12b-6 element. I think I read that one. 39. Mr. Scott proceeds at page 2 to name BT along with several alias names, which Mr. Scott has used to ensure himself of each target defendant named in his own complaint, both original and amended. Again, there is nothing provided which raises to the level of any count, specific or claim Pacific Rule 12b-6 argument in support of dismissing the counter complaint of BT or any count therein. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. When you hear me say, that means, ooh, Lord. Okay. You know what? To me, when he puts several different aliases of one person, do you know that person's name or not? Because he put so many names in there. That's just like if a person don't know, just say the person don't know this person's name. So they're gonna call them every name on the street that they refer to. Somebody may say Jim Bob, somebody may say Low, somebody may call him, all these crazy names. Shorty, Bob. Well, that person may be called 10 different names by different people. So you're gonna put all these different names in there. Make sure you got the right one, but you don't know who you called suing, huh? Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I guess not. This is real life. Yeah, it is. It is real life. A G Squad. Hello, Miss Pinkie and chat family. Hi, G Squad. Thank you for being here. We're going over for everybody new that just came into. We have the new and exclusive. This is new information, but also exclusive Black Titanic response to Maurice Scott motion to dismiss. And don't seem like it's going too well for Mr. Scott here. It don't seem like it's going too well. In my Bill Duke's voice, he knows he had done stuff. Yeah, he done stuff up. Okay, number 40. Self-inflicted damages. Defamation. Oh. Okay, let me get to, I must have. I got went too far. Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry about that. Sometimes I lose track. Okay. Mr. Scott, the celebrity. Okay, let me read that again, guys. It said, Mr. Scott, the celebrity, mentions discovery, but discovery has not yet begun in this case. A process involving requests, notice, objections. However, it is a public record as reported on television, news outlets, and perhaps hundreds and thousands of other media outlets that Mr. Scott, a celebrity cast member of the Oprah Winfrey Love and Marriage Huntsville, was arrested on May 25th, 2024, and remained an inmate at the Madison County Jail in Huntsville, Alabama, as recently as May 25th of 2024, charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, where his release on May 26, 2024 was conditioned upon the posting of $5,000 bond. Mr. Scott's case number is, that's, y'all see the case number, right? Right on the paper. Okay. In State of Alabama versus Maurice Jefferson Scott, before Honorable Judge Donald Ritz, I want to say Rizzadi, I can't pronounce, Judge Donald Ritz, whatever, at the Madison County, Alabama courthouse. I'm sorry, Mr. Judge, if I butchered the last name. Number 41. Mr. Scott has not been found guilty of driving under the influence. He has only been arrested and charged with in charge. Mr. Scott is a celebrity, and therefore his image and reputation are repeatedly devoured, crushed by the negative attention from which he still profits. 42. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, would be asked during discovery if he has a pattern in practice of retaliating against other people for their negative comments or concerns. I think you do. What do you all think about that? Do you think he retaliates against people for negative comments and concerns about him on the show? I would love to know the answer to that. Number 43. Mr. Scott, who is, of course, innocent until proven guilty, will be asked during discovery in his civil case, about his own crushing, damaging caused to his own reputation by his own DUI arrest in single car crash, as reported, while at the same time claiming to have been defamed and damaged by BT. Let me just see, do I have that picture? Let me see. Because I don't know whether I put it up or not. Okay, this is something, guys. Let me put it up. You're going to be the first one to see this. Y'all will be the first, okay? I don't know. Well, allegedly the first. Okay, I think you are. You've seen it here first. Put it like that. Let me just take this down for a moment. Let me just take this down for one moment, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure there's nothing on there that I can't show, because I thought I had it up and I don't have it up. Let me just look at it right quick. I don't. Okay. There's nothing on it. Before I put it up, let me do it this way. because I want to slap, I want to put something going across here. Let me do it this way. I don't know whether I have it. I thought I had put it up, but I guess I didn't. And remember, I had mentioned to you all that we was going to talk about the driving while intoxicated. I brought it up and said we'll get back to that. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Now is that time. Remember, I said in just a little bit we'll talk about it. That little bit and came. Let me just do this right quick, guys. So I'm putting up a picture. I thought I had put it up already. I guess I didn't. Just give me 1 second. I thought I had put it up and I didn't. Okay. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cast this so you all can see it. Okay, let me get back. Let me go back to my comments first. Pull those up. Are you all ready? Because I thought I had it already in my slides, and I guess I didn't. I didn't have it in my slides. Oh, wait, give me 1 second. There's one more thing I needed to do. Just give me 1 more second, guys. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you all. Let me see. Have I missed any? This dude thought he was all that because he was so close. Okay. Okay, we're getting ready to show this. Let me make it bigger so you all can see it. Okay, here we go. This, remember what do you call it? Remember the DUI, driving while intoxicated of alcohol? No need of saying allegedly. This is all over the news. It's everywhere. Even on my channel, it's everywhere. Okay. But I want to show you all this. Remember, I brought that up, and I said, okay, I'm going to bring this part back here. I'm going to go back to page 14 where it says under 40 and 41. Okay, just go with me on this one, guys. Remember when we heard that he was locked up, that he had a mug shot, right? Remember, everybody found out he had a mugshot. Thank you, Janetta. Thank you for being the truth to the light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me just do this here right quick. Thank you. Uh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Janetta. Thank you so much. Now, remember, everybody was talking. Everybody was talking about he was driving under the influence, right? Right. Driving under the influence. But not once, everybody reported the story, but not one person mentioned. We all thought, well, maybe he just got pulled over, car got towed, or whatever, or somebody came and got his car. He got picked up and handcuffed and taken to the popo, right? Now, how many of y'all thought that that was the case? He didn't have a reasonable doubt because he was on videotape. Tone found out it was him. Okay. But nobody ever talked about this part because we didn't know about this part. Okay? It took someone, boots on the ground, someone very special. Well, boots on the ground. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Whose car is that, guys? Can somebody take a guess? Can somebody guess for me right now in the chat? Take a wild guess. I'm not going to even say nothing. I just want to see how many people guess this correctly. Can somebody guess for me? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna sit here and just for a car. Yes, wait now. So whose car was he driving? Good question, but Patricia, my degree is real. Whose car is that? Poor car. Lemonhead. Oh, we got 200 in the chat, 302 likes. Okay, we got to get those people in the chat to match up. Now we got 209 in the chat. Thank you, guys. He doesn't have a reasonable doubt. Kim is Labia. Oh, Lord. Very little new car. Kimmy's 303-209. The incident report tells the story from the officer's point of view based on his investigation. Yeah, you don't listen to what his rice man, Maurice's point of view is, because they're trying to do a bait and switch, trying to tell you, look over here. This didn't happen. This is what I want y'all to know. This is what happened. No. Okay, let me move this down right quick so we all can see this. Okay? Okay. This says, look at the booking date. Look at the booking date. Look at the, I want you all to look at the booking date. That's May. That was May 25th of 2024. What is this month? This month is June. May was last month. Wasn't it last month that he was pulled over for driving under the influence? Huh? Wasn't that just last month? And y'all see him on the picture over to the right with his arm up in the air? That arm in the air is holding some more liquor, alcohol, a bottle in his hand. Because he's celebrating the fact that he's out now. Now he can finish doing whatever he want to do. Drink. Okay. But look at this car. What is that car wrapped around? Is that a tree? Is that a tree, guys? Linda said Memorial Day weekend. That is true, Linda. See there? Okay, let's start thinking. Let's look at this, guys. Memorial Day weekend. Okay? Look at the date, 5/25/2024, 12:04 p.m. Look at that time, 12:04 p.m. Remember, they tried to change that time. They said, no, he didn't get pulled over, locked up around that time. Remember, they tried to change that. I didn't say the officers tried to change. He tried to change that date. Him and his little boys tried to change that date. Okay? And look at the status. You see what say 32-5A191? Okay. He was driving an Audi. I think that's an Audi. I'm going to go back to that picture. I'm going to go back to that. Remember that portion I brought up earlier? Remember I brought it up. When I first started showing the slides, the car was an Audi. I think it was a 2012. I think it was a 2012. Let me just look right quick. I don't want to go back to that slide right now, but I think it was a 2012. Let me just look in my slides. Well, my file right quick. I think it was a 2012. Okay, that's not his car. I don't think that's his car. Let me just give me 1 second, guys. I don't think that's his car. Okay, I'm going to pull up that incident report on that accident. Okay, that was a 2012 Audi. But he's supposed to be a millionaire, right? Okay, let me look at it. It said, did unlawfully operate a motor vehicle or other vehicle at or near, what is this, Nancy within the county of Madison at or near, I'm not going to say the streets and stuff, in violation of section 32-5A-19A-2, Code of Alabama, 1975, duly adopted, enforced at the time the offense was committed, more particular described as did drive or be in actual physical control of a vehicle while under the influence of alcohol. That's what they got here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you that car is almost like it's trying to hug the tree. Isn't that car trying to hug that tree? Now just think if he was driving it faster, that car being split in half, probably. I'm just saying, I don't know. But it could be split in half or wrapped around it. Y'all haven't heard what cars wrap around. I haven't seen that before. One day I was coming home. I have seen a car wrapped around a telegraph pole. I know he was not driving that old car. 12 years old. That's what it says, G Squad. That's a 2012 Audi. Yes, it was. 4-door. Yes, that's what it showed right here. I showed you all that paperwork. When I get this one down, I'll go back to that paperwork and show it to you. Now, at the very bottom, remember I said, look over to the right at the bottom right-hand corner. It said refuse BAC. This was a single, it's got details. Single vehicle crash. It's a single vehicle crash. And it got on here, refuse in capital letters. Okay, we can come back to this in just a second. Wait, let me make sure. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. And it got all his information here. Okay. Okay. Y'all know when I start, that means I got some more information. A celebrity who never seen honesty in snow is proof. Oh my God. Oh my God. FD FD said it was 4 a.m. It would have been dark outside. Maurice line was earth around noon. That you see here. Why would a police officer put a fake time there to risk their job? You think they're gonna risk their job over somebody they don't even know and somebody that's under the influence of alcohol? Why would they risk their job, put their job on the line by saying, "Oh, because I don't know you, but I'm gonna put a fake time here." No, that you need to take that somewhere else. Take that to somebody that's gonna believe that. Okay, okay, I'll bring this back up. Okay, I'm not done. Okay, let me take this one down. You see the car? Do that car look like it can go anywhere? No, because in order to move, so first you got to get it from wrapped it into the tree because it's hooked in the tree. The center of the car is hugging the tree, and then somebody got to get up there and push that hood down so you can drive it. And probably you still won't be able to drive it because the fender is down at the bottom by the wheel. You won't be able to drive that. That's the kind of car that you got to call the man that come pick it up. The people that are gonna come pick it up on a big trailer. Okay, now I'm gonna remove that one for a moment. Okay, I'm gonna remove it. Let me just go back so you all won't forget where because I know a lot of you all wasn't here when I brought that up, right? No, you wasn't in here. You was not here. Wait, let me just do this right quick. I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna do it like this here. Just give me 1 second. Whoo, guys. Okay. Now, here we go. Y'all remember, okay, here's the one when this first happened, this was because this is my old thumbnail back then, 5/25 of 2024. That's what it also says in these court docs where I left off on 40, number 40. It says it is a public record as reported on television, news outlets, and perhaps hundreds, thousands of other media outlets, and that Mr. Scott, a celebrity cast member of Oprah Winfrey Love and Marriage Huntsville, was arrested on May 25th, 2024, and remained an inmate at the Madison County Jail in Huntsville, Alabama, as recently as May 25th, 2024, and charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Let me bring that up. Let me just bring it up for you. I'm going to show you that one where I'm just reading it. Oh, let me just show you this one first. Okay, remember this here I showed you earlier? That's it. Remember that Audi, 2012 Audi? Remember that? Okay, and then at the right-hand corner where it said refuse, BAC. Okay. Okay, get that in, take a snapshot in your mind with that one while I go to the next one. I'm gonna lay it all out for you. I'm gonna put the pieces together. Okay. Here it is here. Remember, I brought this up. It says in the influence of alcohol, his release where his release on May 26, 2024. He was arrested on the 25th. The 26th was the next day. Was it midnight or depends on what time zone you're in. It depends on the time zone that you're in. 26, 2024. Condition up on the posting of a $5,000 bond. Okay? And Mr. Scott has not been found guilty of driving under an influence. He has only been arrested and charged. Okay? Okay, so let's get out of that one. I'm trying to put all the pieces together for you. Okay. Now, remember that was at the very bottom of that page. It said 32-5A-191A2, right? That's the Alabama code title for 32, the motor vehicle in traffic, right? A person should not drive or be actual physical control of a commercial motor vehicle as defined in 49 CFR Part 38, 383.5 of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations. Oh my Lord, regulations as adopted. Okay, if there is a 0.4% or greater by weight of alcohol in his or her blood. So, okay, I'm getting there. We're making it, okay? Attention to the motorists. Did you know that you are legally required to perform a breathalyzer or other chemical tests of a law enforcement officer suspect you are driving under the influence, which is a DUI. Indeed, under the state's implied consent law, refusing to perform any type of chemical test will lead to your arrest. That means locked up. That means your hands get put in the, what do you call them? Fisticuffs or cuffs. In some cases, carry harsher penalties. Did he get locked up? Did he get locked up? Yes, he did. The windshield is probably, I think the windshield was cracked. Let me look. I'm gonna pull it up for you right quick and check. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Trying to get it so I can see it. A little closer. You can't, let me just say this. On the front windshield, you can't see that front windshield because the front hood is inside the windshield. It's up on the windshield. It's mingled with the windshield on the right hand on the passenger side. That front, that got to be the windshield. Oh, let me pull it up one more. I think it is. I think that is the windshield hanging over the car. That got to be the windshield. Because that's the front bumper. I dropped the phone. That's called drop the mic. I'm gonna have to show it to you again, but let me just finish with this. I think I rest my case. The windshield is probably cracked. I rest my case on that. I rest my case on that one. I'll show you the windshield, that front windshield, in just a minute. Oh, just remind me so I won't forget. Okay. Woo, I tell y'all. I tell you. I tell you. Okay. We're not done. By a long shot. I totally agree. Oh my God. Were airbags standard for all cars in 2012? The car is total. I'm not sure. Somebody look up whether airbags for an Audi was standard during that time. Because somebody look it up for me. Whether airbags for Audi, 2012 Audi, what was it standard for during that time? I don't know. That's a good question. That is a very good question. That is a very good question. Thank you, Linda. 357 likes and 212 in the chat. Thank you, Linda. Somebody look that one up for me right quick and let me know. We are at 215 in the chat. Okay, 215. All right. Thank you, Melanated Energy. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, let's go down here to, oh, I already did that one. Okay, we're past that one, guys. Hello, Jamie. Thank you for being in the pink house. Thank you. I think we passed that one. Let me go on to the, okay. Let me see. Jamie said, yes, 2012 vehicles have airbags. That's standard and only 12 years ago. Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. So guys, she said the vehicles during that time, 2012 vehicles, it was standard to have airbags 12 years ago. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now let's go. And we're not through with this here. Oh my God. There's more troubling things on its way. Shannon, hello, good evening, everybody. Hi, Shannon. Thank you for being here. Pat Dryer, thank you for being here, Pat. And Jamie, I got you. And Melanated Energy. Thank you, guys. Be Bliss. Thank you, Be Bliss, for being here. Miss Robinson, thank you for being here. I didn't see you come in. And the real thing, thank you guys for being here. If I missed anybody else, Patricia T, I see you, Patricia. If anybody else I missed, just let me know, okay? I'll get with you in just a minute. Let me just finish because I got more stuff to drop. He ain't skating on thin ice. I mean, he ain't skating on ice ring. He's skating on thin ice. Thin ice. You can look down and see the fishes down there. Okay. Okay, let me see. Trying to see. Discovery. I think I did 43. Mr. Scott, who is, of course, innocent until proven guilty, will be asked during discovery in his civil case about his own crushing damage caused to his own reputation by his own DUI arrest and single car crash, as reported, while at the same time claiming to have been defamed and damaged by BT. Make this make sense, guys. He's doing it himself. He's driving under the influence, crashing his car, wrapped it up with a tree, giving the tree a hug of his car. And at the same time, trying to say that BT defamed and damaged his character. Excuse me, guys. That came out before I can hear anything. Okay. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asking during discovery if he was in fact arrested on May 25th, 2024, and charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, held in the Madison County Jail release conditioned upon posting a $5,000 bond, and if his arrest and mugshot was aired in a viral media frenzy over countless media and news outlets on television and the internet. 45. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asked during discovery if he have seen what appears to be millions of posts, jokes, enhanced mugshots, criticism, outrage, anger, gossip, allegations. Ooh, what? Mm, mm, mm. Hypocrites and negative comments concerning his name, character, and reputation after being reportedly arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol in a reported single car crash on May 25th, 2024. Mr. Scott will be asked. Oh, let me get to the next page. We're on the next page, guys. Mr. Scott, that's number 26. Mr. Scott will be asked during discovery if his reported arrest on May 25th, 2024 hurt his name, image, reputation, and if he is suing anyone in retaliation for exercising their freedom of speech by discussing his reported arrest on May 25th, 2024. I would love to know the answer to that question. How many of us need to know the answer to that question? And we already know. I think we already know the answer to that question without a doubt. Now, number 47. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asked during discovery if he has stolen the identity, hacked, harassed, threatened, trolled, or stalked anyone for exercising their freedom of speech by discussing his reported arrest on May 25th, 2024. Let me ask, have anybody? Number 47, do that? Number 47, do that apply to anybody that I don't know of? Number 48, Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asked during discovery if he has accused without permission, access without permission or authority. The bank has he access without permission or authority. The bank accounts, emails, user data, tracking data. Ooh, my Lord, did they say tracking data? Tracking data and login passwords of anyone for exercising their freedom of speech by discussing his reported arrest on May 25th, 2024. 49. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asked during discovery if he has access without permission the private attorney-client confidential in or privileged data of anyone for exercising their freedom of speech by discussing his reported arrest on May 25th of 2024. Number 50. Mr. Scott will be asked during discovery if he is still demanding a public apology from anyone alleged to have defamed his reputation following Mr. Scott's reported arrest on May 25th of 2024 in charge of driving under the influence of alcohol after a single car crash and reportedly refusing to take a breath test. Thereafter, according to public court records. Clenching my pearls. I'm clenching those pearls. Number 51. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asked during discovery if he has held any ransom, any person, private or privileged data confiscated without legal authority in exchange for a public apology from any person who has exercised their rights to freedom of speech by discussing Mr. Scott's reported arrest on May 25th, 2024. That one, I'm going to drop the mic on that one again. Ooh. Did y'all read? Look at number 51, guys. Look at 51. Mm-mm-mm. Look at that 51. You see in bold writing, underline, ransom, as ransom. Y'all see that? Do you see what I'm talking about? Make sure y'all go over to True T, that fundraiser. Please give to that fundraiser. GoFundMe. What I said fundraiser, that GoFundMe. True T has set up a GoFundMe for a ninja like this. I call him the Rice Man. Some people call him Scott. Some call him Maurice. He got a lot of different names. Some I'm not going to even repeat right now. You all may find yourself in the same situation. Same situation. Where that same person may try to come after you over some nonsense. If you don't want people to talk about you, get off the show. Don't be on a network like O. You call him Butterball. I call him Mr. Rice Man. It's public record. He can't stop people from talking about him. Yeah, he can't. You don't supposed to because people have freedom of speech. But you may find yourself fighting a frivolous lawsuit too. Because this man, he don't think. He act first without thinking. And then when he think about it, when he see the consequences of his mistake, then, oh, no, I want to take that back. I want to drop that. Let's dismiss that. Too late. You can cause so much. BT has been sick from this. Her personal information is in the hands of a lunatic. She has been sick from this. Blood pressure is so high. So high. She had to go check herself into the hospital so they can help to get this down. And by doing that, not knowing that she didn't have I think it's called TIA. A TIA. That's when you have a mini stroke. You don't even know you're having it sometimes. Due to a brain scan. Now you can't tell me he don't have a place that all this stuff with him is not some of the cause of this. Y'all go over. Don't forget Cash App too as well. I haven't seen a Cash App go through in here on my channel in a while, and I'm still bringing up documentation. Like I tell you, docs ain't cheap. Anybody that's a content creator know that this stuff ain't cheap. Okay, but nevertheless, whew, Lord, that 51 got me there, guys. Number 52, Mr. Scott. I'm tired of them saying celebrity. This man is not a celebrity. Melanated Energy said, QT created that GoFundMe to hold the Rice Man accountable for his reckless, irresponsible bullying behavior. Yes, thank you, Melanated Energy. Our pull-up game is strong. They're going to back up off our True T. Back up off. Yes. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, Lord. Make sure. Also, don't forget the catch up, guys. And I do want to thank the so far Queen Common Sense. Thank you for the $10 Cash App. Deborah Jackson, thank you for the $10 super sticker. Janetta Speaks, thank you for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, guys. Okay. Whew. Read that 51. It ain't playing with you. Number 51. Now, 52. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asked during discovery if he has held any as ransom any personal data confiscated without legal authority in exchange for a public apology from any journalist who has discussed Mr. Scott's reported arrest on May 25th, 2024. Mr. Scott, let me ask you, have you tried to sue any of these big name news outlets? Big names? Have you tried to sue them because they reported the fact that you unwrapped your tree somewhere where it shouldn't be? For you driving under the influence? No. Because he knows because he knows he may be in my few shorts of a Snicker bar, but he knows better. Number 53. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, will be asked during discovery if he has held as ransom any personal data confiscated without legal authority in exchange for a public apology from any blogger or content creator who has discussed Mr. Scott's reported arrest on May 25th, 2024. Number 54. As Mr. Scott appears before his court going forward, Mr. Scott appears while under a conditioned release of a $5,000 bond, as reported. Again, Mr. Scott is presumed innocent until proven guilty, but has destroyed any and all plausible claims or evidence of damages caused by defamation. I dropped the mic. I don't even have a mic. Oh, yes, I do. It's sitting on my desk. Oh, yes, I do have one, but I'm not going to drop it. No, I'm not. Oh, my Lord. Okay. As he alluded in his own complaint, centered around alleged rumors of Mr. Scott's being arrested. 55. Mr. Scott does admit, paragraph 8 on page 4, to conduct often described as doxing and releasing information to the public concerning Black Titanic. Mr. Scott is careful not to directly discuss any count in Black Titanic's counter complaint concerning his unlawful and actionable conduct. Oh, he know not to talk about that. It is quite impossible to request a dismissal of a court under Rule 12b-6, in which Mr. Scott has chosen to avoid by any reference, name, or content. 56. However, if Mr. Scott admits in his own motion that he was doxing, page 4, paragraph 8 of the motion, then we shall believe him. This is under the Alabama Code, which is a big code. I may not even read all this code. 13A-11-38 doxing penalties code of Alabama. That's a lot. Any individual, that's 56. Let me just bring it up so you all can see it. You see that? I'm at 56. I'll just let y'all take a moment and look at that. Okay. So any individual commits the crime of doxing if he or she does either of the following. And you can see the following. One is intentionally, electronically publishing, posting, or provide personal identifiable information on another individual with the intent that others will use that information to harass or harm that other individual, and the other individual is actual harassed or harmed. Number 57, on page 6, Mr. Scott proceeded to defend his own complaint for defamation and once again abandoned the counterclaim of BT, which is Black Titanic. Mr. Scott has, okay, I want to make sure I whited that part out, grayed that part out. I just want to, okay. There's no need to look at any continuous coherent legal argument. There's no need to. What number is that? 18. We're almost done, guys. Getting to the last of it. Mr. Scott once again reverts back at page 8-10 to the frivolous party argument. His thoughts on parties named as defendant in his own complaint that he really did not intend to serve. What? Any parties? Okay. Number 58, guys. Look at number 58. It says, Mr. Scott once again revert back at page 8-10, or 8 through 10, to the frivolous party argument. His thoughts on parties named as defendant in his complaint that he really did not intend to serve in parties. Mr. Scott never really intended to Mr. Scott never really intended to bring any action against at all a real head scratcher. Guys. If I didn't have this scarf on my head, I'd be scratching my head right now. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I'm going to have to circle that one because I want to come back to that one. Number 58. I'm going to come back to this. Okay? That he didn't intend to bring any actions against at all a real head scratcher. He didn't intend to bring any actions. He was just playing with y'all. He was just bluffing. He was just trying to get you all to be suckers to say, I apologize. Mr. Scott, the celebrity, I apologize. That he really did not intend to serve any parties. Mr. Scott never really intended to bring any actions against at all. Okay? We're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to it. Yes. Okay, number 59. Mr. Scott continues at page 10 through 11 with some notion that someone has concealed their identity and his complaint is completely frivolous, fictitious. It sacrificed to say that Mr. Scott has sunken into some faraway place off the grid. Oh my God. What number is that? Number 59. Guys, look at number 59. Look at number 59. He is off the Mr. Scott. Wait. Mr. Scott has sunk into some faraway place off the grid where there is no relief available on the face of Mr. Scott's motion. What you say? Oh my God, y'all killing me. Mr. Scott remains hunted by some notion of hunted. Hunted means like a scary house. Haunted means like a scary house, I guess. He remains haunted. What about the things that Black Titanic has been going through? What about all the stress that she's been going through? But you're haunted. You didn't intend to file no lawsuit, but you hunted, but you didn't intend to file. Okay, scratching. I'm gonna pull the scarf off so I can scratch my head, guys. He's gone somewhere far off the grid. I don't know where the grid is. Is it back in the woods where his brother is? Back in the woods? I don't know. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Mr. Scott remains haunted. Haunted by some notion of a concealed and fictitious party. Mr. Scott has abandoned all legal arguments in connection to any Rule 12b-6 elements supporting a dismissal. And his motion is merely a compilation of trouble and unfinished doubts. I dropped the mic. I'm so happy that he's a lawyer. Wait now. I'm so happy that she's a lawyer. Okay. Oh my! I dropped the mic again, guys, but I'm not really dropping my mic because I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. This man. Okay, now let's go on. Mr. Scott had actually added to the likelihood that Black Titanic will prevail on her counterclaims. I think so. 61. The court should therefore make a finding ex metro whatever moto that Mr. Scott's motion is frivolous and or fails to meet the basic. Let me see the basic. Let me go to the next page. Let me get y'all onto basic tenets of a legal argument or request in or fails to plead entitlement, substance, or grounds to support any Rule 12b-6 relief. Well, no relief is sought, nor should be granted. He shouldn't be granted nothing. We're almost done, guys. Well, no relief is sought, nor should be granted. I concur with that. 62, at page 11-12, expecting something of substance as the new heading suggests, there is unfortunately only more of the same regarding fictitious party in general. That is true. 63. At page 13, Mr. Scott mentioned interrogations and discovery, neither of which have been properly utilized by Mr. Scott or attached to his original or amended complaint seeking any information from any defendant. 64. At page 14, Mr. Scott is basically adding to his own complaint and making some notion that he does not know the true identity of Black Titanic, who Mr. Scott clearly named as a defendant and made her the target of his complaint for defamation, along with two other named described defendants. This man is not making no sense. This man is not making any sense. First he know her name, then he don't know her name, then he gives so many different representations or names or sort of names that he think may be her or he think is her. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Mr. Scott continued to go. Mr. Scott continues to back away from denounce, disassociate himself from his complaint as stated. Now, how can you back away? You got to back away from it. You got to denounce it. You got to disassociate it with it from your own complaint. You're making a complaint, but now that's not me. I didn't do that. I changed my mind. I don't make it make sense. Number 65. At page 15, Mr. Scott again abandons Rule 12b-6 in any associated legal argument. Page 15 through 17 provided more defensive and responsive pleading by Mr. Scott, excluding once again any direct attack upon the counterclaim of Black Titanic. Oh, let me bring y'all up to speed on the page. Okay. Numbers, what is it, 66? Oh my God. Mr. Scott's motion, responsive pleading, and unfinished thoughts finally ended at page 18 with a most bizarre notion that defendants in a lawsuit do not have to be served. Somebody bring me something to drink on that one. We should have been reading this out at one of them nice restaurants. Had them to clear the whole place and just fill everybody on this channel, in this chat, even in the bushes. Just fill the place up. Everybody get a seat. Everybody just come on in and get a seat. And we go over this stuff. Because everybody gonna need to be having something to eat, having something to drink, and everything on this. Okay. Oh my Lord. The real thing. Thank you for my $5 super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I needed to take a break and receive some money because he has got me scratching my head and I got a rag on my head, a headscarf. Okay. Thank you, the real thing. Thank you for the super sticker, the $5 super sticker. I really do mean that. Oh my God. This man, Uncle Fester, whatever you want to call. Let me see. Have I missed any other super stickers? I don't know because Linda, did I miss any let me just check and see that I get any other cash apps or anything. Let me just check, guys. Because this man here would run you crazy. If you're not crazy, you would literally be crazy. Just okay. Let me just check right quick. Okay. Okay, Queen, I just hit confirm. I forgot to hit confirm. Okay. I just hit confirm, guys, on the Cash App. Okay. Oh, Lord. Tell me this man is not crazy. I have to take my wig. You have to take your wig off. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. I tell you, he make you want to take your wig off and scratch your head. Okay. Let me just see. Let me just see. Okay, number 67. We're almost done. Okay, we're at 67. I had to try to find out where I was. Okay. Not one time has Mr. Scott challenged or alleged that Black Titanic counter complaint in any Pacific court stated therein fails to state a claim for which relief can be granted. Where no relief is required, none can be granted. I hear that again. Where there's no relief is required, none can be granted. Oh, Lord. 68. I'm going to have to make that a thumbnail and come back with some more information because I sure do have some. 68. This court should deny Mr. Scott any and all Rule 12b-6 relief. Now, you all see that. That's number 68. Should deny. Okay. Wherefore, the above premises considered, the unsigned request that in order be issued without delay, denying any Rule 12b-6 relief in favor of Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott's motion to dismiss is actually deemed an answer or first responder plea, waiving Rule 12b relief that this court deny any and all relief which has not been requested or properly presented in substance by Mr. Scott. Let me try not to get behind with the pages. That this court otherwise deny Mr. Scott's motion and all other relief deemed inappropriate. Respectively, let me just do something right quick, guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay, and I do want to say thank you for the $25 cash app. Let me see who this. Thank you for the $25 cash app. Oh, let me do it. Oh, I forgot. I need to do that on my phone. Okay, thank you guys for that. Let me thank you, Farmer. I'm not Farmer. Thank you so much for the $25 cash app. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Let me see. Am I doing something else wrong? Let me see how to do. Y'all know this. Okay, thank you guys for the other cash app. Now here, Karen Humphrey, that is Black Titanic'S attorney. When you see Karen Humphrey, that's Black Titanic'S attorney. She's in Huntsville, Alabama. And then it says certificate of service down at the bottom. I, Karen Humphrey, certified that on the 13th day of June 2024, a copy of the above response to Maurice Scott motion to dismiss was submitted and served electronically by all court upon Maurice J. Scott Sr. and by prepaid first-class U.S. mail to, there's a name there, so I just I whited that name out and the address, but that's in Columbus, okay? But I did white out the name because that name got an address to it too. And also it says, and to the Oprah Winfrey Network, LLC Corporation. And that is in Wilmington, Delaware. So the street address on that one, I did gray it out too. I didn't want to show that street address. And then on the back page, the last page is Karen Humphrey, which is again, that's Black Titanic'S attorney, and she is in Huntsville, Alabama, guys. Okay. Whew. Okay. As for those, that is done with that, but I do have other things. Let me pull this down so I can get to those. Now, remember, let me just, guys, this was a lot. Hi, Cheryl, Michael. Thank you for being here. Let me do this. We made good timing. When I say we made good timing, we did. I'm going to drop my link down for anybody that want to come up and say anything. But let me just say this. We're not going to talk about other content creators. We're not going to bring up no other content creators, okay? Because I respect them too much to have anyone saying anything, because I don't know what may come out of somebody's mouth. I'm not going to have nobody disrespecting any content creators. We're not going to do that. But I did drop my link. And we're at 2 hours and 24 minutes. We're not going to stay past 3 hours. I know this was a lot to hear with this man. Hi, Grace and Mercy. Thank you for being here. I know this man had, it almost make everybody pull off those wigs and headscarves and hats and everything and start scratching his head. This is a head scratcher. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Melanated Energy.
Oh, my love. How you doing? Hi, Melanated Energy.
Hey, Cheryl.
How y'all doing?
We're doing great. I'm going to start with Cheryl and then go to Melanated Energy. And we're going to rotate around. So let's keep it at 3 minutes or less. And then I'm going to come back to you. Okay? Because that way we can talk about everything. We can just let it all hang out. Not let it all hang out. Oh, hang out. Okay. So, we don't want it to hang out. Okay. Go ahead, Cheryl.
So Blubber Butt, he want to try to back out of it now. Now that he done got it all started. Trying to take away her freedom of speech. And then on top of everything, he gets behind the wheel of a car, drunk, put everybody's life at risk, including his own. Look at that car.
That car was tore up.
That car is totaled. Mm-hmm. And yet that could have been somebody I know that we all know, son is going through this. His life will never be the same due to people just like him who gets behind the wheel of a car and decides to get behind the wheel and drink or get behind the wheel drunk. Now he wants to back out of it. And I thought that when you turn down a sobriety test, they don't they revoke your license? Don't they take your license away or whatever? I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Read something to the sword. Let me go over that part again. Remember? Let me just bring it up. I had it. I had it up. I just cast it this way. Let me just do it this way again. I think, was that his car? I'm not. That was a car he was in. Let me just check again and see.
Because I in New York when you
was driving. Now, whether it was his or a family member or a wifey, I don't. But that was the car that he was driving. And I'm going to bring up more information. Let me just pull that up again. Go ahead, Cheryl.
I'm just wondering. I know in New York, I know usually your license is suspended for a year once you turn down a sobriety test. The popo asks for a sobriety test, and you say no, you don't want to take it. Usually, you get arrested and you lose your license
Here
for a
it is
year or
right
two.
here, Cheryl.
Huh?
It says, in addition to losing your license, this is right after it say, although you appeal your suspension, you must request a hearing with the DMV in order to do so. You would have 10 days after your arrest to submit the request. Now, this is after you refusing when you call it the drug test.
Mm-hmm.
It says, in addition to losing, you would also face a number of criminal penalties if you are convicted of violating the state's implied consent law. Assuming this is your first DUI, your sentence may also include a $600 to. This is in Alabama. This is Alabama.
Okay.
Okay, that was not his car. No, that was not his car. Who asked me? Was that April? Said, no, April, that was not his car. I had to look at it a little more. No, that was not his car. That was somebody else's car.
But even so, wouldn't he still face the repercussions of driving drunk and then refusing a sobriety test or whatever?
Right,
He would still face the same penalties,
right,
right? But it's his car or not, right?
right. That's just like if I decide to go drive my brother's car. And
Right.
something like that would happen. If I get that crazy and that stupid and do something like that, I still tore up somebody's car.
Right.
But
That too. Yeah.
And that was the Audi 2012. That was the Audi 2012. I hope he can buy that person another car.
And then he not thinking he could have unalived somebody,
That
including
is
himself.
true. You see how hard he hit that tree?
Yeah, that could have been a person, right? That could have been a person. And then he thinks it's a joke, and then the next day he out drinking again.
Yeah, Linda Gamble said I can go over my 30 minutes on my live. Thank you, Linda. We'll just go 30 minutes over. Yes, that was his part. Okay, Mary, thank you. Let me Don, I'm melanated. I'm going to let you speak in just 1 second. It says your sentence may also include a $600 to $1,200 fine and possible jail sentence if you are a repeat offender. I don't know. Is he a repeat? I don't know. I just know about this one time.
I do believe that this ain't his first time getting behind the wheel drunk.
Maybe
this is his first time getting caught.
After he got out, went back to the party.
Right. This is his first time getting caught. But I'm sure this is not his first time getting behind the wheel while drinking.
Melanated. So, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think, Melanated? That's right.
So what I think in reference to what Cheryl said was that, she said that he was driving drunk, which is criminal. That being somebody else's car, whether it was somebody else's car, his car, that's just a civil case where it's no criminal charges. It's the criminal part that would actually create him to, like, want to take like a defensive stance because of the repercussions of it being criminal. If it was somebody else's car, he'd probably take the lawsuit and just do away with it like he usually does irresponsibly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just like civil court and criminal court, which one, anybody would, want to be in, right? Nobody wants to be in, but that's the difference. And I did not know that he crashed is how they caught him driving drunk was because he thought the tree was part of the road.
Thank you. I love the way you put that. Melanated energy.
Exactly.
Melanated energy.
And it could have been
I love the way you put that, girl.
Exactly.
He thought the tree was a part of the road. That tells you he was like blind with just being inebriated. He was blind. It was blind. He was driving blindly.
Yep. And that could have been a person.
Yeah.
Could have been a person or a whole family in a car.
Right.
And them saying that it is somebody in the chat said it was his constitutional right to refuse it. Yeah, it is his constitutional right to refuse, but at the same time, you have the right to remain silent and you have a right for a lot of things, but there are consequences when you exercise those rights. So you could, choose to talk or you could choose to be quiet. Either way, you're still going to be, held accountable. And this
Right.
is
Which is
accountability.
why he was arrested. Which is why he was
Right.
arrested. It says
Right.
if you
So,
refuse a sobriety test, you get arrested.
right. And then also, like, this shows you, like, him actually being in this lawsuit, getting stinking drunk and getting behind the wheel is the same thing that he did when he went live and, what I'm saying, demanded this, demanded that, and sent these people notification that they was being taken to court, but actually, you know, allegedly, submitting the papers, but not, fully submitting the papers, or forcefully submitting notification of serving those papers to the judge. That was total irresponsibility. Now, being that they were notified, whether you did it falsely, fraudulently, you was practicing fraud to actually get a reaction, and now you're being held accountable. You got behind that wheel drunk, knowing that you was drunk. You are a person that actually went to school to study law, and was given the right to practice law, and you just neglected all of your privileges. This man is not, to me, he's not a decent citizen. Anybody that come across him needs to actually double check everything that he says and does, because you'll be held, liable for whatever he does, because he's not going to take any accountability.
Is there
But that's all I
background?
wanted to say.
Is there something in the background?
Somebody got
Something's on?
tell you what, since hi Taffy, she just came up. Let me help everybody to mute except for Miss Taffy, since she just came up.
Okay.
I want to hear from her. Can y'all just and Melanated, good point. You and Cheryl both good points. I got more tea that I want to drop. I don't know whether I will have 30 in this little time we got left to drop the rest of the tea. We may have to come back for a second live for that, because I do have more slides, but we may have to come back. Let me have go ahead and speak. You got the mic. Ooh.
Yeah, you know what really gets me is, can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. How they all laughed and cheered him on the next day or later on that day, when he came, they all knew he ran into the tree, you know, and it was as if how long did they think it was going to take before the content creators and everybody else found out what was going on? It was like, oh, it wasn't no big deal. And, it was just a little drunk driving and everything. Drunk driving was him in that tree, him in the damn tree. It could have been him and somebody else, but that pissed you off when you realize it was bad enough that he was driving drunk, because it could have been anybody. And Mothers Against Mad, they should be there next month, whenever he go to court. They should let somebody. They should let him know. They should let them know so somebody could be there to see that. And then another thing, what really gets me is now he know he go to court Monday, and now all of a sudden he don't want to go now. It's like,
You
oops,
don't
my
want to
bad.
go.
No, I don't want
Oh,
to go. I don't want to play
oh,
with you guys now. I don't want to do it. So let's stop. It's over with. I don't want to be in your game anymore. I'm gonna take
and I'm
my
glad
marbles and I want to go home.
let me just say this. I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to mention that he got a court date on the 23rd. Court date for sentencing is on the 23rd. Um, you're going ahead of my docs.
No, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You go ahead. You're going ahead of my docs, but that's okay. Yes, court date is that on Monday the 23rd. I just know what day it is, the 23rd. What day is the
But yeah,
23rd?
he got one. He got one a Monday on the 17th, and then he got one on the 23rd. But
Yeah,
it's
the
just
23rd
the
is on a
thing that
Tuesday,
really,
July the
like,
23rd.
after you see the tree, the car first, you pissed that he was driving drunk. That's one bad thing. But now you
Right.
see, not only was he driving drunk, but he ran into something. That's why he didn't just get pulled over. Because once he did get, when you were under, I was under, like everybody else, we were thinking, oh, this dude, he got stopped. He got pulled over. And I wondered what happened to his car. Who took the
Yeah,
car?
nobody mentioned
Was
that.
the car
Not one
towed?
person.
I thought, did the car get towed? That's what I was
No.
thinking.
Sure it
Was the
did.
car towed? You know, you
I'm
never
sure it
knew
did.
what happened to the car because I
No.
thought the car got towed. No, the car didn't get towed. He wasn't even in the yellow car or whatever color that old car that he pulled up in. And when the boys was like, "Oh, ninja, my ninja, my ninja," they all laughing and cheering him on. And they all knew he ran into a tree. They were all
Okay.
aware of that. They knew he had
Look
a
at this.
accident.
What? Look at
They
this
were very
thing.
much aware of that.
That's
Everybody
I
knew
just
what had
want.
happened to
that's
him.
that's total.
Okay.
Yeah,
That,
total. And I'm pretty sure who car was that? Did they ever say? Was that old
I
Kimmy's
got.
car? Who car
I
was
got a
that?
name on that car. I got a name on that car, but I can't say the name on that
Oh,
car.
okay.
I
So it
don't know.
wasn't registered. It wasn't registered to him.
I,
Well, somebody gonna have to pay for it. Yeah.
it's not his
But that's
car.
that's about all I had to say. It really pissed me off when I saw that. I saw that earlier. Saw the thing this morning on the Black Titanic, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What? A tree?
Right.
My God, look
But
at
look at
this!"
it. Is that a
Look
tree?
at
What
And
that.
is
then
Look at
that?
that.
they
Look at that.
cheering him
Now,
on.
I want everybody to look at this picture really good. Is that a tree or is that a telegram pole? What is that?
Hmm.
No,
And
it's a tree. You can see, like, look at up. You can see you can see branches. See, it's
I
Mm-hmm.
branches
see the
up there,
branches.
but he didn't.
Yeah.
I see the branches.
Yeah, and he done come off the road. Look at the curve. He done come
Grassy
off
part.
the road. What was he looking at? What was he doing? Was he asleep?
He's on the
Wow,
grassy part.
that's a bit much.
Is that kind
That's a
of
bit much.
medium? Is that
That's
the
a
medium? Do that
Yeah.
look
Well, he
like the
came off the
medium?
medium. He ran off the medium and ran right into the tree. And it's 12 o'clock during the day, so it's
Okay.
noon.
And then
Okay.
they
He
act
out
like it's
there
not a big
wrapping his car around trees. That's
right.
ridiculous.
And then he act like it's not a big deal, but somebody we know, son, right now is going through some stuff, and his
Right.
life will never be the same. It's
Oh
to
yes.
change
Oh
forever.
man. Oh my Lord.
Somebody we know, and it's terrible.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
this is a
Yes.
joke to them. This is a joke to them.
No, this is not a joke.
It's not no
Somebody
joke.
in the chat
Please.
brought up the windshield. Somebody brought up the windshield. I'm not sure who that was.
Oh yeah,
Look
I
at this
asked
car.
about the windshield. I said the windshield was probably cracked. Yeah, I
Look,
asked about the windshield.
all right.
Yeah, like
Look
his
at the car.
brain,
Look at the hood of the car.
right,
Look
like
at
his
the hood,
brain
the top of
cracked.
the car. What is that hanging over the windshield? I mean, not windshield. Okay, I'm not
Over the
gonna
hood. Yeah.
the
Over
hood.
the
What is
hood,
that
yeah.
over the hood? I'm not gonna say it. What is that hanging over the hood?
It looked like the windshield.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looked like.
It do look like the windshield. That car total. And that's an Audi.
Yeah.
That's an expensive car too.
Now
And those
look at
cars
the
are
hood of
tough.
right. Look at the hood of that car. Where is the hood of the car? The hood of the car. Where is it? It's not on the where it's supposed to be. Look at the picture. Where's the hood?
Thank God he didn't hit nobody.
The hood
God,
of the
God.
car is down there where the windshield's supposed to be.
Wow.
God, he didn't hit.
The
Oh,
hood
look
flew
at
open
the picture.
and went back.
Huh?
God.
That's
He
just too
probably
much.
didn't. I wonder did he get knocked out or whatever.
I don't know.
And then the airbag blew open.
I'm not
Child,
sure.
please.
Can y'all, I
And
don't
he
see
didn't
an
want
air.
nobody to know his blood. He didn't want nobody to know his blood alcohol level either. That's why he didn't want to take that test because it was
But
so
look,
high.
I mean, but look at the car. He don't think the cops can tell he was drinking. Look at the car.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Come on,
they
duh.
they
Like,
probably could smell it on him, but he didn't
right?
want
They can
nobody to know
smell
how
it. They
high it
can
was.
smell. But they can smell it. But it's when you reeking of alcohol, they can smell it. They already know.
mhm.
Oh, he's over the limit. We can smell it through the car. We can smell it. Those
So you
cops
know what I
specialize
heard?
in it.
I heard that they will not let in Alabama that they don't let the people that's arrested for drunk driving that they don't let them out of jail until they sober up. So remember how long he was in there from 4 in the morning
Yes.
to 12 in the afternoon?
Yep.
He had to
Yeah.
sober up over that time.
Yeah.
But somebody kept trying to put it out there. No, that's not the time. No. Was trying to change the time. Want all of us to think it was
Yeah.
a different time.
Right. Whatever. We don't believe him.
But like I said, there's no police is going to put his career on the line for somebody that called what did he say he is a celebrity?
Celebrity.
Yeah, keep talking
They
about he a
forgot.
celebrity.
They forgot to add the alphabets. They was to put Z-list celebrity. They got to add the alphabet.
Right.
That's misleading information. Z-list celebrity.
Oh my Lord, I tell you.
So now the conversation's gonna change for a minute now. They'll stop talking about what's going on now. Let's see how long they're gonna talk about this. Cause yeah, they'll be talking about this for a brief moment. We'll see how long they'll talk about this now.
Thank you.
They're gonna run with this. They're gonna run with this. Because nobody knew. They didn't know that him and a tree. He had a date with a tree. They didn't talk about that. I mean, they knew about the trees. The Bessemer group, they knew about the tree. We just didn't know about the tree.
They knew. They knew. But you didn't hear anybody.
Right.
They knew about the tree.
It wasn't a big deal.
They were just waiting to see how long we were gonna find, how long it was gonna take us to talk about the tree.
Probably thought we were stupid and crazy, and they just laughing at us. They don't even know.
They over there fighting with each other. They fighting with each other. Yeah, okay.
Millimeters.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add that you notice everybody that have they interview, everything is like carefully orchestrated on what they talk about, and who they talk about, and what they talk about with that person, and whether or not they get along with the group, or it's always directed away from the Scotts and their shortcomings, because it is baffling to me why this was not a topic of conversation. Like this to me should have been like mainstream topic of conversation, because that crash right there, wrapping it around a tree, that could have been a person. If you look at the impact, that freaking hood looked like it flipped around and landed, where the glass was still attached to the hood. But I think it's outside where the hood should be, but it's standing up in the air like the tree while it's still attached to the hood. The velocity was ridiculous with that crash. I'm surprised that it didn't take the tree down.
Yeah. Thank you. Let me just say this. Let me just say this, guys. Just think if that tree wasn't, or that pole, whatever that thing is, just think if that wasn't there. And that car kept coming. And the traffic goes the other direction, because you see the direction he's coming from. Just think if it had hit a car in that direction. Oh my God. Let me just say, Queen, thank you for coming to the panel. Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, Queen.
How you doing?
I'm gonna give it to you.
Doing good.
Take it over.
Ooh, I'm double mad. Ooh, I was able to take some of my frustrations out on a Karen this evening. I'll tell y'all about that later. But I just have a question for Captain Kimmy. Captain Kimmy, you know how you so much loved that man when you was on that yacht marrying him? Remember how you was defending everything that Maurice said, and you was mad at Maurice because he wouldn't defend you for being a side chick? How you feel now, Shish? How you feel now? Why Kimmy ain't talking? Didn't she have a lot to say about the little tete-a-tete between Tish and Mel and all of that? She was all up in the middle. She was all up in the go-between, right? How come she not saying nothing? How come she not doing damage control for Reckless Reese when he was up there talking about how she just suffered through it? That's what I want to know. Where she at? Why she ain't running her yappers and defending him now?
You know what I heard, Queen? I heard that same night, Kimmy was just as stinking, ranking, drunk as he was, and Tish. That's why Tisha and her is at odds, is because Tisha. Sorry, y'all. Tisha recorded her being stinking, ranking, drunk. Yep, and that same night at the party. So That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for for the revelation to come out of what actually took place. But they said Tisha got her on camera and was like recording her being inebriated.
Tisha is a really foul, this who we see this season, that's real. This is the real Tisha that we see this season. A
Thank you.
sloppy, trollopy, trashy strumpet. That's what this is, the real Tisha. This the real Kimmy. This the real fat man Reese. I'm so disgusted. Like that could have been babies driving home from a party. You know how kids, college kids be
Exactly.
out
Exactly.
going to their little, being grown, they feeling free, they hanging with their friends. What kids do. I know my kids were always in groups of 8 and 10. They
That's
would
right.
take turns driving each other car, to going out, but trying to be safe and responsible. What if it
Yeah.
was somebody's babies in the car
Right.
and he
Right.
missed a tree?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I just
Some,
think about that as a mother,
yeah.
and then I think about,
Exactly.
okay, okay, we have a former nurse. These are supposed to be educated people.
Mm.
What the heck? Where was your brain? Where was your education when you got that key and stuck it in the ignition and pressed drive?
Okay, guys.
Where was your education then?
Okay, guys. Wait,
He
wait.
wrapped that car around that tree like it was like a bow. You could tie up the ends in the bow if you could.
That's
Oh my
right.
Lord. Queen,
That's
Queen,
serious.
Queen.
I was a nurse too, and I used to
Woo.
patch people babies back together because of ninjas like Maurice. I used to have to call people mama and tell them their baby didn't make it.
Mm.
Okay?
Lord. Oh
So
my
that
Lord.
this touches a nerve for me that
Me
just
too.
kind of make my
Me too.
stomach flip around a little bit,
Woo.
Sick.
you
It's
know?
sick.
You know what,
Yeah.
Queen? I'm sitting on pins and needles since we brought this after we because I saw before before how you getting ready for your life and you just putting all the pieces together and stuff and you don't
Mhm.
you see things but you really haven't had time to look at it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I
I
was
do.
putting
Yeah.
all the pieces
You
and I had
glance
all
at,
these different slides. Right.
yeah.
So I have them and I was putting all the pieces together, but not really had time to look at all the pieces. You know what I mean? They're really dope. I saw the card and I saw this and I saw this and some other stuff. Oh, let me just say this too. But I haven't had time to really analyze it since you all have been talking and since I've been showing it, it's just been just little hairs just and the shakiness
Mhm.
just kept coming and coming. It's crazy. And then when y'all
Yeah.
brought up,
And you see Marcel,
ooh,
Marcel keep a drink in his hand, and he be driving, and he be drinking and driving too. All of them,
Yeah.
all of them, all of
let
Yeah.
them
me
be
say
They
drinking
this,
all
guys.
seem to be doing a
and
lot of
driving.
drinking.
Let me just say this,
Mm.
guys.
Yeah.
Something just popped up. Something just popped up. Okay. Something new just popped up.
What?
Uh, something new just popped up. Allegedly. This is allegedly. And you're hearing this first. You're hearing it first. I mean, and if anybody, this is allegedly.
Hello.
What is it?
No, I'm still here. Okay.
Oh,
I'm trying to get it all in here. Uh, I'm trying
oh
to,
Lord, oh Lord.
okay.
Another arrest?
Teacher was arrested.
What?
Word on the street.
Oh no.
Word on the street, allegedly. And this is my opinion. Only, and I'm stating this for education and entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, teacher just coming in. Teacher was, I don't think nobody got it yet. Plus, I got some more stuff. Oh, God.
Oh, what? You know what?
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Woo.
Pinky
Crazy.
don't be playing. Listen,
Woo.
don't get
Wow.
it twisted.
Teacher
The
was
people that you least
on
expect.
the street. In Huntsville, she was allegedly arrested. Uh, it's It's not out yet.
This is
They've got
unbelievable.
the information. I
What,
need to
throwing
get
some hot grits?
it.
For what?
Pinky, your mic is a little bit
Anybody hear
muffled. Your
what she said?
sound is going in and out.
Did anybody
I
hear what
don't
she
know. It's
said?
like your mic
Everybody
is a
got to
little
mute up.
muffled.
Okay, can
Everybody got to mute up. Mute up, everybody, so we can hear what she's saying.
Okay.
Okay.
That Tisha allegedly, this is alleged now, okay, it's alleged that Tisha was arrested. Word on the streets in Huntsville. It's local right now, and they're trying to block or suppress the information right now. That's it. Boy, you know what? I didn't get a chance to report the other stuff. Oh, Lord, I tell you. Yeah.
So that's it, Miss Pinkie. Tisha was arrested, but they trying to suppress the information. They don't know what she was arrested for or anything like that.
I'm gonna look into that in just a little bit, but I'm probably gonna have to get when we end the live.
Yeah, when we end the live. All right, cool.
But let me say, Cheryl, go ahead and talk. Then melanated Taffy, and then Queen. Then we.
You see now why it's 238,000 views. Everybody see now why. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just saying. 238,000 views, y'all. $20,000, 20,000 people less, 20,000 views less. Now we see.
Yeah,
this is crazy. This is crazy.
I'm gonna try to pull it up, guys.
Oh, child. If allegedly, if
while you all are talking, I'm gonna try to work on it. Okay.
This is crazy. Like, who else is gonna be next? Who gonna be next? Lord.
Where is Kimmy?
Next week.
What is Kimmy doing? Where is Kimmy?
Right. Next week is gonna be 200,000. You'll see. It's gonna keep dropping. It's dropping and dropping. Crazy.
I think Tisha. Allegedly, I believe Tisha got sick of looking at that damn white garage that they live in and went upside on so head. Allegedly, and in my opinion.
Melanated.
Okay, guys. I'm trying to see what I can do. This is a lot, isn't it?
I mean, they just had a wedding. They should be all excited, and this is a lovely time. Weddings are wonderful time.
Yes.
I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't for her driving.
Did anybody see any pictures of Kimmy? Was Kimmy at the wedding? Was she a bridesmaid or anything like that?
You know her. I think I heard that her and Basement Billy was together before Maurice and her got together.
Oh Lord, that old dirty man. Ugh.
Allegedly, but that tells you her standard. She was with that barracuda of a man before. All of the brothers to me is like, special needs.
And what woman would be desperate enough to marry him?
Everybody.
Right. Like, why would you even want to be in a room alone with that dude? Like, I would need, I'm like Miss Van. I'm gonna go get a pew pew. And if I'm alone anywhere in the dark light, it don't matter. If it ain't no witnesses, I'm gonna have me some heat with me. You better not come near me, because I'm gonna let one out on you.
You know who married him? The same one that called Maurice yummy. That's who would marry him. The same one that called Maurice yummy.
Yuck.
Yeah. Well, desperate, like I said before. Desperate.
These gotta be like massage, like the masochistic type of women who don't understand what pain and strife and struggle. Like, they are looking to be like victims. You know what I mean? Like, why would you subject your? It's crazy.
She's a wonder liquor. She wears a bib and a helmet, just like him. You don't know no better. She knows
That's
no
what
Oh
better. I
Lord,
mean,
I tell you.
she
that's
probably get a check and she'll live in that playhouse with him in the woods. So I mean, they'll be together for that kind of love or likeness or whatever. I don't know. He just looks so dirty and so ugh. Oh,
And it
God,
doesn't even
no.
look like he shower and shave or, brush
None of
his
that
teeth,
stuff.
Wait
you
now.
I
know,
still see him
living in a
sitting
shipping
on the
container in the woods on bedrock over there.
Wait, let me ask you all a question. You were saying a wedding. Are you all talking about Basement Billy?
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Basement Billy just got
He had a
married.
wedding. He
By the
married.
way,
He's
you
Isn't
know,
that a
99.
nightmare? That's a
He's
all right.
nightmare.
99.
You know what? I just heard. I just why someone I don't know who just said it. Y'all were saying it, but my mind was somewhere else. And then since I'm looking for Tisha, it made me don't go back. Didn't somebody say something about a wedding? Guys,
Yeah, Basement Billy got married this morning. He had a sunrise wedding.
Lord have
oh my
mercy.
Lord. Who
Yeah.
Jesus.
need to pull that up? Do I need to try to pull that up so we can see?
He had a sunrise wedding, the
Okay.
kind that you have out there at the beach and stuff like that. He had one of them kind of sunrise weddings, and the whole group. I didn't see Kimmy. I didn't see Kimmy at the wedding, but
Somebody
Tisha was there. Tisha Snatcher, she was there, and I saw all the little brothers was there. Well, not little,
somebody
them
said
big.
somebody has said somebody in the comments have said, was it a wife or a husband? And somebody said
That is a
Oh, you know
nightmare.
what? Something just struck me, ladies. Check this
What?
out. Melanated energy, you're gonna get a kick out of this one. Before I could screen record it, I got blocked. But I saw Tisha twerking, y'all.
What?
She
What?
was twerking, yes, at one of their little ratchet, events, and she was standing on like a boat. They had rented this little boat,
oh, I
and they
saw
were,
that.
you see? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. I
Hmm.
was like, okay, so now the ratchet. She's starting to let the ratchet hang out. So this arrest doesn't surprise me. She probably publicly drunk somewhere, acting like a hood booger.
That's probably all they got in their
Ugh.
house is liquor. Cause Marcel, he keep a drink in his hand, so
I
they ain't
told you,
gonna let
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's
They
alcohol.
all
That's
day drinkers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they all day drinkers.
Yeah, they
She,
all
she
drinking, and
was,
they drinking real heavily now. Now that they realize that all their good times coming to an end, they got all these
hmm
loans and grants, and somebody got to
hmm
pay some of them things back. Now, grants, I don't think you
lawsuits,
have to pay grants back, but you got to pay them loans back.
and
Yeah.
lawsuits.
And now all that we millionaires. Now, honey, y'all gonna have to get some jobs. Y'all gonna have to really pay some of these things back. And now they
I
all
think that
drinking. They are really drinking
I
now.
believe if you didn't use the grant for what its purpose was, because they do audits with the grants, you got to be able to produce the information that shows that you used
Hmm.
it for its purpose, or
How
that would be
about,
held against you too.
how about all the
Right.
lawsuits they
Oh
got out?
And
wow.
don't forget
How about all
now,
the
don't forget
lawsuits?
they were opening up businesses right around the time of C19. Remember
Oh
when
yeah.
Right.
they were trying to get
Yeah.
Donnie together? They were kind
Right.
of
Oh yeah.
trying to revamp, sculpt all of these budding businesses, and then all of a sudden, boom, shelter in place. So it's some
Mm-hmm.
PPP action in there somewhere, allegedly, in my opinion.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Remind
that's
me of
right.
the terminology crashing out. They are crashing out right now.
Well, I
They
don't know.
Hmm.
are.
I don't know who he got
Yeah.
married to, but now he hopefully he'll leave Mel and Miss Van alone, whoever
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Oh
Thank the Lord.
God.
Please leave them.
Yeah.
Look, now you can leave them alone. Now, no more obsessing over them. Now, leave them alone,
Leave them alone and
please.
go by your merry
Go
way.
about your business and take your bridezilla and whoever she is or he is and keep it moving, please.
Oh yeah. We don't know what that is. We really don't. Could be trans something or whatever. Because they never did. You couldn't see the face.
Right.
You think
Bridezilla,
it's
that's what it
AI?
is. See it. Several
You
said it
think
right.
he
It
went and bought
could
Bridezilla.
him one of them?
Huh? What
He
happened?
wouldn't bought him one of them AI dolls, you know, them life dolls or whatever that
Mm,
they're like $4 or
It
five
could be
thousand dollars,
AI,
and
could be
right,
transsexual,
right.
transvestite,
He or
transamina,
she.
whatever it could be.
Riley can sunset the
Transponder.
he or she and keep it moving.
Yeah,
Okay.
it could be a lot of different things.
Brazil, keep
Yeah.
have a nice life, please.
So
Yeah.
oh
both
my
so
goodness.
all
Yeah.
three Scott's brothers was at the wedding.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Because
Yeah,
it's four of
Yeah,
them, right? Or is
look
it
at this.
five?
yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
try to bring up this picture. You
Because
all let me know whether this is.
they
Hmm?
had on the table they had like a flower, a set, and it had four. The flower was like a four, and they come out 4.0. So it was like red roses shaped like a
Mhm.
four, and they had that
That
on the table,
the
and that was like the
4.0,
only decoration.
that was the level of funk that was in that room of 4.0. Because you know they
Mhm.
smelly.
Yeah, so they had that, and you could see. I think it's four brothers, I believe. I'm not sure.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. It was four.
I have
So
to look
you
up that
saw.
information. I'm going to look up that information. Probably I can't do it tomorrow because as soon as I go to sleep, I'll be getting up early in the morning. I won't be able to do a live tomorrow with you all. Um, mm.
All right, what you got now, Pinky? What you found? I don't want to drag it out any further. What you got?
I okay. Wait. Let me wait.
Ciao, ciao.
Mm.
This is madness.
I'm sending.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
a real second. I because Linda said I only had 30 more minutes. My 30 minutes is up, but I'm gonna have to uh, deliver this later because I don't have time to
Same
talk
thing
about it.
make you laugh,
No
make
I'm
you
gonna have
problem.
to
cry.
get on my tablet and go to somebody and see.
Lord,
What you gonna
Lord.
have to do? Did you hear that, Queen Y'all? What you can do on your tablet?
I'm gonna drop down, Miss Pinky. You have a good night. Good night, everybody on the
Okay,
panel.
Good
I don't
good
want to
night.
night,
hold
good
you up.
night,
Okay, bye
Good night,
Good
bye.
night,
y'all.
good
Queen.
Good
night,
night.
Good
Peace,
night.
peace,
Uh,
sis. Rest good, babes.
good night,
Good
babe.
night, guys. Oh my Lord. It's just so much information right now. But you know what? I
I
didn't finish my
know, I know.
and y'all know I
Glory.
can't do it tomorrow, right? So we're gonna have to pick this up. Pinky, you can go over and after me. Y'all see my Linda. What we gonna do with my Linda?
you can go over extra
Linda trying to get
15
me to
minutes.
ask some more stuff.
Linda said you go
Okay,
over another 15 minutes.
But you know what?
she gonna keep it clocked, okay? She gonna keep it clocked, okay?
Right. See, the car was
Linda, don't be
enough.
playing.
And then, oh my Lord,
I
I just need to
child.
find out this stuff about allegedly Tisha right quick so I can not that I can do it tomorrow, no. So and not that I'll be able to do it. Thank you, Janetta. Janetta reading between what I'm saying. I can't do it tomorrow because I got surgery tomorrow. I won't be able to be here.
It's okay, Pinky. We we got you. You focus on what's important right now, you know?
Yeah, look what you gave us. You gave us, I mean,
Yeah.
the car crash. Other people
That's
didn't know
right.
about that. A lot
Right.
of people
Yeah.
didn't know about that car
Right.
crash.
Everybody's been talking about the DUI, but nobody's been talking about. Everybody just thought the car was just left and somebody going to go pick it up or whatever.
Yeah,
Or,
because that's what,
or
yeah, I kept wondering, how much did he have to pay to get that car out? Because did he have to call somebody to come get the car? Because I thought he had his car. I
yeah.
didn't realize old boy he told somebody to call up. No, he
Oh
didn't have
boy.
his car.
Oh boy.
Could that
And
have been
then
a
he
rental? You
kept
know
bringing
how
out
they
the whole
sneak in
family.
like that?
Yeah,
Huh?
that probably was, but oh my God, if he done tore up these people rental car,
Oh
he
my
got to
Lord.
pay for that.
I'm gonna try to
Wow.
look up the name on that car.
Those folks, they owe more. They thought they would go. They television. They doing this show, and they were supposed to be making money. But they came in when they leave this show. They leaving worse than they came in.
That
Yeah.
is
That's
true.
ridiculous.
That is
They
true.
Too
How
came
busy
much
in.
hating.
worse than you came in?
That's
Yeah.
because they're gonna owe more. They came in with half bills that they never even heard of. When they leave out of here, when they leave out, they're gonna have bills up the yang yang. All of these bills, and they know good and well they never had houses like that. They got to pay for things that they don't even own. Oh my
Mm-mm.
gracious, that's crazy.
Well, let me just say this. Let me just say this. Some information I've been sitting on for a couple of weeks, probably longer than a couple of weeks, maybe a month now, or close to a month. Since we're talking about cars, I'm going to bring that up soon. When y'all going to have to give me about a week, or if I don't bring it up, give me about a week because I won't be able to do nothing for about a week. Okay, I have to keep my neck straight. I have to just rest this neck because So y'all give me a little while, and I'll bring that up. I've been intending to talk about that, the car, the car situation, not this car situation, but just let me just say car situation. What
Okay.
Mary Brown said, Tisha said they're millionaires.
Hmm. She said it on the reunion. Remember, she's like, all of us up here is millionaires. Not
Yeah,
Yeah,
We're
in
all
your
no,
mind, you a
right. We're
millionaire.
all millionaires.
yeah.
but
Mel looked.
we're
Your
gonna talk
fantasy
about that.
world.
Yeah, Mel looked at her like
I,
we are.
I actually got the documents on it. I got the documentation about what I'm going to talk to y'all about when in a week from now. I've been sitting on it for about a week, not a week, about a month or close to a month
Ooh,
or a couple weeks.
so it's juicy then. This
Yeah.
Yeah,
good, good.
I've actually been sitting on it, and since this other card situation came floating up, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the other one. Soon as I can. If I don't do it in a video, I mean in a live, I'll just do it in a what do you call it, pre-recorded. Because so y'all, I'll talk. I'm going to be able to talk to you all. What's tomorrow? Friday, one day next week. Uh, so my son and baby girl, they're going to be dropping some. I got some videos and stuff. Some other stuff, not this other stuff. They're going to be dropping for me. That and everything. So I won't be doing it. I have somebody, a hubby, whoever, can just drop it. But the kids real fast and doing stuff like this. They run circles around me. So yeah, but we're going to talk about the car situation, another car situation, okay? And let me just say, I thank everybody for being here. Especially, I thank you all for coming up on this panel. Y'all talk stuff that was real life situations with this car situation up on the grass. You if you take that thing out the center of that grass, it could have went across the grass on the other side of ongoing traffic. You never know who could have been in that car, in those cars. And then they make light of it by when he get out, he goes right back and get another bottle in his hand, holding it up like he's Mr. Man, and then trying to, and nobody is defaming his name. He's doing that all by himself. Nobody have to do it. He's doing it himself. Uh, and then I don't want to be, I don't know whether it's my place, but let's say prayers out for any and everybody, that family or loved ones has been hurt, injured, unalived by drunk drivers. Let That's how I say prayers for them.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
let's for Black Titanic as well, that she continued to heal. And you see what this
I
this
pray for them.
crazy person has been doing, because he don't even make sense.
No.
You see, you got a person like that is stalking you, harassing you, taking your information, doing all kind of things. So, and I don't know where he's going to stop, where he's going to stop. And for Kimmy to sit there and pretend like none of this happened, she's just sitting, pretending like she don't know any better. That she didn't see none of this. She haven't even brought it up because you like. I think it was Queen that said she, we haven't heard nothing about it. Where are you, Kimmy? Talk about it. We
No,
want
she's
to hear
busy.
it. We want to
No,
hear,
she's busy in
hear
Trish business.
about this.
Please.
Hmm?
Yeah. Here
I
we
said no.
thought he got
No,
stopped.
I said no. She's busy in Trish business, and want to know what Trish is doing. The new couple on the show. That's all she cares
Yeah.
about. Everybody else
Mm-hmm.
business.
Messy as hell. Just like when
Yeah.
she sat down with
Mm-hmm.
Sonny, wanting to
Mm-hmm.
pick through Moses and Sonny's mess.
Right.
She's attracted and
Hmm.
drawn to mess. That's why I stopped liking her right after that time on the deck back there on the patio when they all were getting the massages. I just was
Mm-hmm.
like, I do not like her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Hmm.
it's never any resolve with Kimmy. She's like a dingbat. She'll bring up
Yeah.
one subject and then, okay, Mel will explain, this is what's been going on. And then she'll pivot and waffle and play dumb. So
Mm-hmm.
that type of stuff for me, that takes me to a real specially ugly place because it's
Mm-hmm.
like if you play dumb in my face, like you don't know what's been going on and you are gang tight with the ops, with Tisha, you tight with this chick and you play like you don't understand infidelity when you was a side chick. That's what I mean. Like I don't like scurvy females.
Hmm.
I don't like messy, dirty, sloppy women because they will chunk you right under the bus and then pour gasoline on you and light you on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. And then she sat there with the Fletcher girls, her and Tisha, and asking them questions. And she knew exactly what she was doing, and had everybody else sitting up here thinking that that's the husband of hers got stopped at a point, knowing daggone well he got stopped at a tree. That's what that
Yeah,
was all about.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
The tree stopped his lemon headed self.
Right.
Put a halt
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Didn't take
Right.
any. Yeah.
Ooh.
Right.
Mm.
What a
All right,
POS.
Miss Pinky, I'm gonna go now. So it was
Okay.
nice
Who's getting ready
talking
to
with
go?
everybody.
Nice to talk to you, babe. Have a nice
Okay.
Yeah.
evening.
Talk to you soon, sweetie.
All right,
Um,
ladies, y'all have a
yeah,
good evening, and
You
I'll
too.
talk
Good
with you
night.
the
and
next
here.
time.
I'm going to
Rest
sleep
All
well.
myself.
right, goodbye,
Yeah.
Miss Pinky.
Thank you guys.
Goodbye, Queen.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Bye. Cheryl.
Deborah.
Cheryl.
Stop.
Yeah.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Cheryl. Y'all was gonna say Pinky was Cheryl. All right, y'all have a good evening. All right, good
Good
night. Bye
Okay.
night. Good
bye.
night.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Good
guys.
night.
All right.
You all have a good evening, and thank you for being here. And we're gonna drop the rest of the tea, some more tea on somebody's car. So, okay.
Good
Thank you
night.
guys. Love
Good
you
night,
guys.
Queen. Good night. Love y'all. Good
Okay.
night.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you
Okay. Love
too.
you too, guys.
Y'all have a
Bye.
good
Good night.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all my super stickers. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Deborah, for my super stickers and Cash App. Queen, Deborah, Jeanette, the real thing, and Dee, Mama. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you all in the chat for being here. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. And get yourself some sleep because I'm getting ready to get some myself. Thank you all. Bye bye. Love you guys.